It's a dude. So far, they don't seem to drop anything really interesting or meaningful, so I'm not really sure what the point is of defeating them. There also doesn't seem to be any kind of experience system in this. Don't know what that's for. Yeah, the wind is real bad today. Like, dang. It occurs to me that there is a temporal storm coming up at some point. I don't know exactly when. 14 days from the beginning. I don't know when we are at right now. How many days in. But, it does occur to me that we should probably think about something along the lines of shelter. Oh, I didn't eat the whole thing. Oh. Oh, you can't go above maximum. That's... I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's a little, well... different. Let's just call it different for the moment. Different to what I'm used to. That was weird. It was not letting me do that for a second. I don't know what just happened, but, like, it wouldn't let me pile them up. Odd. Is there anything we can do with this? I see. What is the point of that, I wonder? Oh, guess it's just cobblestone. What happened to you? What is leaving dead bodies around? That is very strange. And leaving them empty. At least this one. That's weird. That's real weird. Okay. So we could do fences. What else could we potentially do? No. That seems more like... It's not something for, like, actual shelter, I'm thinking. Can this be turned into anything? Improvised body armor? You don't say. Might do that. Oh, resin. We have a bit of resin. And we have some medium pelts. Oh, is this to repair it? I bet that's to repair it. Okay, we could do that. Stone anchor for the sailboat. Wow. Okay, this is for making a boat. Okay, we would need a saw to be able to do that. Fair enough. So I'm thinking, looking at the options we have, it seems to me that the wattle and daub is probably what we want to do. Yep. Pretty sure that's how we're gonna want to go as far as making our first structure. So, we're gonna need clay. Gonna need sand. Gonna need soil. Wait, is gravel an option? No. Just an option for the cobblestone. Could do that. We've got stones, we could do that. I am going to attempt to make that armor. Something like that. Do you have to... wait, do you actually have to get it exact? Please tell me you don't. Small. Resin. 2 medium. Oh wait, is it pelt or is it rawhide? Pelt. Soaked hide. Scraped hide. Prepared hide. Was that it? Wait. Pelt. Pelt. Is that not rawhide? Is that not the same thing? Let me try getting it exact first before giving up, because it might be... No. Okay, so yeah, that's not doable because it needs to be a pelt. What the heck is a pelt? Created by curing. Lump of fat on rawhide. Oh. Aha. And then what do you do? Oh, okay. And then it turns into pelt. And then we can use it. Okay. Cool. So that's going to take a while. But we have the option. Alrighty. I've taken a little bit of time to kind of think through how I think we should approach this. There are 2 main things that I think we need to plan for in future. The first is the first temporal storm, which is going to happen, I'm not entirely sure when, but probably reasonably soon. It has already been several days at least. And I think that is going to require shelter of some fashion. So we can either build a house or find a cave and try to use that. I'm not actually sure how the monster spawning mechanics work, but it does seem like there's... I mean, I think it would be a little bit weird if there wasn't some kind of distance limit. So if we hole up in a cave and like block off the back wall and front wall and have it just a small space, that should be safe enough. Alternatively, we could attempt to build a... Oh dear. We could attempt to build a little house. How many spears do I have? I have 2. I could throw one at him. I don't know if that's a good idea. But yeah, the other thing that we need to plan for is... Oh, the world isn't loading. Load! That might be the occlusion doing that. But yeah, the other thing that we need to worry about is winter. Now, I did say at some point that I set the world settings to where the seasons last a long, long time. So it's going to take a long time for winter to get here, but once it does get here, it's going to be very long. And it's going to be something that we really, really need to plan for, which is my intention when I set the settings like that. Aye. Hi. That was not very polite. Come on, fool. Don't just run away. Oh. Oh. That was bad timing on my part. Still not dead. He went into the water. He can move faster than I can in the water. Really? Well, if they don't really drop loot, then I guess the only real point in fighting one of them is self-defense, which makes me feel like maybe I don't even bother. Like, at least with a wolf or a bear, if I did fight it off, I'm pretty guaranteed to get something useful out of it. But these guys... And he totally derailed my train of thought. Oh, I did change a world setting that I think will make it to where I can modify this. Nope. That didn't fix it either. Hi. Oh dear. That's... Can you not? I'm stuck. The heck was I stuck on? Can I just sneak in here for a second? Ow. That sounds friendly. Oh, it's a drifter. Don't remember them sounding like that. Well, now what? I'm annoyed that the setting I changed isn't allowing me to modify this. I hope I don't need to resort to mods. Because even if I decide, oh well, I can't remove this location, can't modify the area around it, so I'll have to build a city elsewhere. That's kind of that doesn't actually solve the problem, because I'm sure with the way these guys have spawned so far, there will be others in other areas that I'll have to worry about. He can definitely detect you through the door, which is unfortunate. Might not let me actually hit him like this. I can't really easily tell what time it is out there. Okay, so the train can be modified in some ways. Interesting. That does leave the possible potential of covering the area over in dirt if I really can't do anything else. I think I can't. You can't crouch and hold Alt at the same time. Great. Well, at the very top left of the window, I think. What if I sat down? Right. I rebound it. Yeah. Pretty sure it's still night out there. I have a sneaking suspicion that if I pop that door open at this point, I'm just gonna be insta-gibbed, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm not entirely sure how. Oops. I guess I shouldn't use the food. Okay, it's looking pretty light out there. That looks like blue sky to me. Do we make a break for it now, or do we still wait? I might still wait a little longer for the sun to be up a little further. It is definitely lightening. I have two concerns. One is the obvious. I run out and there are, by the sounds of it, 3 drifters minimum, and 1 something else, I think. I think it's one of those 4-legged, toothy things. Kinda vague resemblance to a camel spider, but not. Well, not. I guess mainly it's the jaws that remind me of a camel spider. But I'm not entirely sure if that's what is out there. I've heard occasionally something else. So that's the obvious thing to think about. Obvious concern. There's quite a few of them, and I might just get murked. The other thing that I'm concerned about is there is no way I'm gonna be able to shut that door after leaving. So if they don't all follow me, some of them might come in here. The reason I came in here in the first place was because I expected, they're not going to be able to detect me here, so it'll be fine. I can just hide in here for the night. No, in fact, they can detect you just fine, apparently. There is also the other potential concern that the doorway is blocked off by dirt at this point because they've caused a cave-in. I'm not entirely sure. It's hard to tell. So there's a possibility that I'm not even going to be able to get out of here. But it's light out, so I think we're going to have to make a break for it. One way or another. Oh, that's neat. A little crown, a shell, a gem, and some Tiberium? Surely not. What is that? It's a very green-looking crystal. Hang on, was that red against him? No. So I can't just stab them. Whoa. Can you not? I think I'm suspecting that the intention behind the developers is that you not go in here. I'm wondering if I should eat first. I'm thinking no, because more than likely I'm just gonna die anyway and lose the food. Okay, I think pop the door open, shield, run. 3, 2, 1. Wait, can I do? No. Oh, that's cheating. Dang it. Okay, so we're gonna have to solve that problem. Oh. The leaves, at least, can be waterlogged. At some point, I'm absolutely going to experiment with building underwater, because as much as I do want to build a city and a cathedral, like, above ground, I think it'd be really cool to have, like, a submarine and some ships out a ways from the city. Cause like this game is already has a very steampunky type of feel to it, and I think a giant intricate, like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea submarine is not outside the realm of possibility if the underwater building is robust enough. Obviously, I don't know yet. I'll have to experiment, but if it's good enough, then yeah, I might do something like that. The chief thing that I'm hesitant about, as far as this area is concerned, is I did think that water carried on over there out into a potential ocean. It doesn't seem to when we went around that way, which is disappointing. And I in the world generation, I did actually increase the amount of decrease the amount of land in order to allow for more ocean. But ow. I guess I've not come down that specific spot before. But yeah, it's just like, this is a really nice area if it was like an actual bay. But the fact that it doesn't actually go that deep over here is making me second guess starting over here. Not sure, honestly. But we're not anywhere near actually building something of that sort of scale anyway, so we'll have plenty of time to explore. We could go cross those mountains over there, find out what is in that direction. Is this fog, or is things just... Am I going blind? Weird. I guess it must be fog, but the... Let me out of the water. If that is meant to be fog, it's a little, like, looking this way, yeah, that's a kind of foggy misty, that looks fine, but you look that way and it's like, I don't know, it just looks like things have been turned white. Like, it doesn't, what am I trying to say? It doesn't look like there is something between us and over there. It looks more like it's rendering poorly or something, you know? Like view distance, edge of view distance kind of look more so than fog. But anyway, let's go ahead and see anybody? I don't see anybody. Okay, this is maybe going to be tricky because of that. Is that something of mine? No. I may possibly. I'm going to have to look this up because this is not cool, actually. Okay. Seems that the way to do this is through creative mode, unfortunately, which I am going to do. Okay. Give me my stuff back. That's not mine. Is this everything? Okay. That is unfortunate. I didn't really want to have to do that, but, well, not a whole lot of options else, as far as I can tell. Right. So, at the very least, that is an option. Once we get far enough along, that is something we can do to remove these, is to just go into creative mode and destroy them. I'd rather not do that, but hey. Now that fog, or mist, I think you'd call that mist more than fog. That looks okay. Is it the case that you get down into it and then, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, it's mostly the distance that's the issue, makes it look weird. From here that looks fine. Okay, now I'm thinking I'm not going to attempt to use that as a shelter again. I do think we should collect grains whenever we can, but I'm not entirely sure if that's done yet. I'll leave that for now. We're gonna need grains for winter, and I really probably should start planting things, actually. But the thing is, the temporal storm is going to be here long before winter is, so let's start planning for that first. We're gonna need some kind of shelter. Oh, that's okay. Can you not? Don't see anything. I'm kind of potentially liking the look of that cave up there, but I'm not sure. Let's take a look. It does... Oh, I stepped into a bush. It does appear that these things don't actually spawn things generally during the day, as far as I can tell, but I don't know how reliable that is. And as we get closer to the storm, I don't know if things will change. To be honest, I'm not sure if those tears, or whatever they are in any way linked to the temporal storm. I have no idea. Might not quite be enough. As in, that's not even close to enough. Oh, I hear a beastie. Maybe a cave isn't the best idea. I'm not sure. Yeah, they definitely spawn in the dark. So maybe we do make an attempt to put together some kind of shelter. It was the wattle and daub that was probably the most accessible, right? Let me see. Temporal stability. Probably should read that at some point. None of this has anything to do with just making, like, a house. 10 daub to create the block. Right. That's just that. Okay. We're gonna start with more clay. Although, come to think of it, I maybe should go for more food first. Grab some fish. Maybe, you know what? What I'm gonna do. I saw something. I'm pretty sure I saw something. Maybe I'm seeing things. I might be seeing things. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go through the water over to where the clay is and get any fish that I see along the way, and then I'm gonna come back through the water. Yep, all of the fish that I see. Cool. Oh dear, there's one of those underwater again. I'm severely nervous that it's gonna spawn some kind of underwater something. Those look suspiciously like structures. Fish. Oh no, that was a shadow. The actual fish is up here. Yeah, those are structures. Ooh, that might be something. Hang on a second. I hadn't noticed these before. Oh, that would be bones. Okay. And the correct way to gather large amounts of material like this is to do this, and then... Ah, yes. So satisfying. Okay, it does stack up to 64. Interesting. That's the sun setting over there. Should we go back now? 7 fish. Can definitely grab more on the way. I did also go ahead and do this to all of the clay that I was picking up, because we're gonna need it as well. I'm kind of just assuming that the grass grows back, but I don't actually know. You might have to leave it like that. It may not grow back from, like, just that. I'm not sure. That's all dirt anyway. Soil. Okay, that didn't actually take too much longer. We're gonna go ahead with that. Eat the rest of the fish. And we have one more slot available. We could plant the seeds, but I'm probably gonna keep... I do have to say, the tree seeds are way too rare, in my opinion. Unless, can you craft them? No. Oh. Oh. Okay, that could explain some of it. We're, we are going home in a thunderstorm at sunset, which is going to mean arriving home is going to be potentially dangerous, but hopefully the actual trip should be fairly safe, because I'm going through the water. And at some point I'm going to learn why those temporal anomalies, or whatever they're called, I don't actually know. Rifts, tears, anomalies, time things, whatever they are, I'm going to learn why they can sometimes spawn underwater, and I'm going to be thoroughly freaked out, I'm sure. Well, my intention is to get fish on the way back, but hey, it's really dark underwater at night. What do you know? I can't see a darned thing. It's not even properly night yet. Oh, there's another bit of ruin. I hadn't noticed that before. Interesting. Why does everything seem very red? I'm getting a little nervous. It's not time for the storm, is it? Is it? Don't actually know. That'd be rather unfortunate if it was. Come on. Ah, there we go. Can I just light this? No. Kind of feeling like I might want another fire pit anyway. I'm not sure.